Okay, so now we are working with group policy second lesson. Okay, in that second lesson we'll work on another part of GPO. Okay, so now what I am going to show you, just come to the client and here log in with HR1 or IT1, anyone you want. So here you have seen that HR1 is able to log in. Okay, now we will work on control panel items. Okay, now by default, if you open control panel here, so when you will open control panel items here, you can see here, you just click on the category and large icons. See, so you can see here by default that user can be able to see all the control panel items. But what you want to hide some, like, okay, I don't want to give him BitLocker, I don't want to give him date and time, file history, home group, internet options, like these type of things you want to hide it, right? But keep in mind, when you will make a policy, so you must make as per the given name. Okay, because it is case sensitive. Okay, so maybe if I want to remove BitLocker, so you have to write same like BitLocker, like this, BitLocker drive encryption. Okay, okay, so I will come on the server. Okay, so this group policy is, what you can say, this group policy is known as prevent access to the control panel items, okay, to users of domain controller. Okay, okay, so now you come here on server, open group policy, sorry, open users and computer, just to verify. Yes, I have HR department, I have HR users also, fine. Then come to tools, open group policy management. So as I gave you the example that by default he has all these features in the control panel. Now I want to hide few of them. Okay, okay, so I'll come here, I'll come to HR department, I'll right click on HR department, I'll create a GPO for control panel, prevent control panel. Okay, so I'm going to hide some control panel items. So right click on control panel policy, right click, edit, and then we'll go to user configuration, because that is related to user policies, administrative templates, and then you go to control panel. In the control panel you can say here, see, hide specified control panel items. So I can open this and now I'll click enable here, and then I'll click on show, and then here you have to write the name of those items. So the first I'm going to write BitLocker drive encryption. Okay, fine. So I'll come here, I'll type encryption. It must be same like BitLocker. Okay, L is capital here, BitLocker drive encryption. Okay, second I want to hide. Okay, come to date and time. So come here, I'm writing date and time. Then again I want to hide file history, file history. Okay, then I will type internet options, options. Okay, and language, language. Okay, and maybe like mouse, mouse recovery, and then region, power option. Okay, just write power option and it's okay. Options, is it options or option? Power options. Okay, power options. Okay, so you can hide many of whatever you want, but I just collected this one. Then you click OK, and then you apply OK, and they update the group policy. Update the policy. Okay, and then here what I have to do, I have to close this account, and then I have to log off and log in back with HR1. So I'm going to log in here. Okay, now let us open the control panel again. See, you can see here, do you have mouse, do you have drive encryption? Okay, so those things, language is not there, recovery is not there, whatever you hide it, right, you have prevented him to not to access. See, he is not able to see those things. See, no drive encryption. Okay, so this is the control panel items group policy. So you can work on the control panel items, like you can hide those items not to be seen by the client, and if he is not there, so he cannot use it. Okay, so this is the one policy, that how hide control panel items. But now you have another policy. Okay, after this. Okay, so you can verify if you log in with, see, because here I have given policy for HR1, but if you log off and if you log in with IT1, and you will see that all the policies are there with him. Sorry, all the control panel items are there with him. So I'll come here IT1, because I have not applied, I have applied on HR department, so the policy will be applied on HR department, not on IT department. So we just have to verify with IT department user. I came here with the IT department. Let's open the control panel. Category, large icons. So you can see here BitLocker, administrative tools, everything is there, file history, everything is there, language, recovery, mouse, internet option. But with HR1 is not there, because you have applied the policy on HR department. Okay, so this, we are done with this control panel items group policy. Now we'll be working with another policy which is known as show only few control panel items for the user of domain controller. So in the previous lab we have done that, so prevent, okay, prevent few, but now we are saying that show only what you want. So I'll come here, see, right now I'm here with IT department users, right? So you can see here I have all the items, right? So now I will say that, okay, you will be only able to see administrative tool, date and time, file history, few of them. Let's apply that. How to allow only to use few items, not hide. So I'll come here to tools, I'll open group policy management, and then I'll come to IT department. I'll create one policy, so few control panel items, then right click on that policy, edit. Same here, user configuration, policies, administrative tools, add templates, and then I'll come to control panel, and here you will see show only specified control panel items. Then open it, and then come here to enable, click on show. So here I am going to tell him that okay, you will be able to open date and time. Okay, you will able to see date and time, then you will be able to see language, then mouse recovery, uh, fonts, and file history. It's okay, you apply this, so he will be only able to see date and time, language, mouse recovery, fonts, and file history. Click OK, apply OK, close. Here the user should log off, and then you have to update the group policy. And then when the group policy has been updated, now whatever after that, you come here to IT1, log in with IT1, because this policy we have applied on IT department, so you can log in with any user of the IT department. So now you logged in here, open the control panel, see, so you have only those items which you have allowed him to access. Okay, so there are more policies. Okay, these are brief idea how to configure it. Okay, so this is done with the control panel items policies. So let us work one with the next policy. Next policy is saying that block access to control panel. So now what I'm going to do here, I'll come here to Yaoundé server. Okay, and I'll open my Active Directory, and I'll verify the student department. I have student department, so I'll come here, I'll say that okay, student departments cannot access control panel. Not even if they will try to open control panel, they won't be able to open it. So I'll come here first, log off and log in with student user. So here in this policy we are going to block entire control panel, so he cannot open that control panel application. So now here login with the student department user. Okay, so here the student user is able to log in. Now we'll make some desktop settings. So control panel is here with the student department. If you can see here that he is able to open the control panel, and he is able to see all the items, right? Okay, now log off. Now come to the server. So now I'll open the group policy, and I'll come here to student department, right click. Okay, so you know how to open this group policy. You have to come to server manager, tools, group policy management, and I'll come here, and then I'll come to student department, right click, and you can make here block control panel, click OK, then right click, edit, same here, user configuration, policies, administrative templates, control panel, and you can see here prohibit access to control panel and computer PC settings. You click here, double click, open the policy, just enable and apply. OK, click close, update the policy, and then log in with the student department user. Okay, so now if you come here to the control panel, if you'll try to open, you see this operation has been cancelled due to restrictions in effect. Okay, so this is now restrictions, you will not be able to open the control panel. Okay, so this is now we'll after this policy we'll work on another policies. So as I told you in the beginning that we'll work around 20 policy, we'll work on 20 policies. Okay, so now here we are going to work on different kind of policy which is known as block specified Windows application for the users, right? So now we are talking about default Windows applications. Okay, so now how do we block some Windows application? So now come here, see right now I am with the student department, right? So if you can see here that if he is clicking here, he can be able to open calculator. See, okay, now you can see here he is able to open MS Paint. Okay, you can see that he's able to open Notepad. Okay, even he is able to open this tool, snipping tool, which is known as, okay, this is snipping tool. Okay, so now I want to block few default applications, right? So how you can block some default applications for student department users? Okay, so let's come here to the server. I'll come to student department again in the group policy. Okay, so I'll come to group poly, right click on student department, create a GPO. I'll say that block default, block some application, so block app, click OK. So right click here in the application policy, right click edit. Again I'll go to user configuration, policies, administrative templates, and then here you will go to system. In system you'll find here see do not run a specified Windows application, right? Open this, and then come here to enable, click on show, and then here you have to write the name of those exe file. So when you want to run notepad, you write notepad.exe. For ms paint we write mspaint.exe. For calculator we write calc.exe. Okay, just take these three example. Okay, because if you want to block Internet Explorer also, you can write I explore .exe, I think. Okay, okay, click OK. So we have denied it. Click apply, OK, and close it. For the student department, update it. Now come here, log off, and now log in with the student department user. Okay, so now let's try to open MS Paint. So type here MS PAINT. So you got the MS Paint, open it. Okay, see, you are not able to open the MS Paint. If you try to open with the shortcut command, let's try MS Paint. See, restriction, you are not authorized to open this. Now if you try to open Notepad, okay, maybe you are trying to open Notepad, right click, go to new, and just open this is the text document, is the Notepad. Okay, and try to open it. See, you cannot open. Okay, now if you are trying to open the calculator, remember in the first time I have given you the example of calculator. Try to open calculator. Okay, calc. Okay, maybe I have not written the correct exe file of the calculator. Let's verify. System calc do not run calc.exe calc. Okay, maybe they have some another extension for this one. Okay, let's try Internet Explorer. Okay, Internet Explorer is also working. We can find the exe file of the Internet Explorer from here. I can show you from where we can find the exe files. C drive, Windows, System 32. See, here we can find the exe file like of Notepad. We can find here Notepad. See this Notepad. Okay, calculator, can we find calculator here? Okay, maybe, see, whatever application is there in the system 32, you can block all those applications, and default applications are here. You can see here Notepad, okay, help, okay, there are many applications which are here in the system 32. Okay, So you just for that example you can block, even if you can, if you want, you can block the installed application also, but that is with the different process. This is the default Windows application blocking group policy. Okay, so you have already verified that, see, MS Paint Notepad is not running, you can block it. So for blocking you need the correct extension of the file. Okay, correct exe file of the file. Okay, now let's work on another group policy. So that another group policy, what I will do, I am going to create another video for that one. So that will be group policy video 3. Okay, group policy is little bit bigger than normal chapters. Okay,